This is Big Poppy Racing.
Well, it's time for the 2024 Rip and Race final race and the final season. Today we finish with the Hot Wheels tuned muscle cars. We'll be racing in a straightaway in Kitchen Stadium, quarter mile to scale. We'll start with a descent and we'll go straight to a timer. Each car will get one run in each lane, and the fastest time will be used in comparison. As you can see, we have our new timing devices, and they give us the time to the closest 1,000th of a second. Don't know how many ties we'll have, but we'll see. Now here's the points for today's event. First place is 60, second is 50, and so on down. There are no points for 16th place or lower. We're going to race this a little differently. We're going to start with the person at the bottom, go all the way to the top. Everybody will race two races, and we will take their fastest time. You can see there's the reversed order from the lowest score totals to the highest score totals. Here's a look at our cars. Sorry for the sniffles. My sinuses are playing heck with me. Now we're going to do this a little different. I'm not exercising any of the cars. Since there's no graphite on them, don't think it's necessary. Also, I've discovered through my races that they seem to be fastest coming out of the package, and maybe a few might get faster as we go. So you get two shots, one down the right hand, one down the left hand. Whichever time is faster will be their competing time. So we've got Mustangs, Camaros, we've got some Mustangs, Camaros, GTOs, and some Daytonas. No Corvettes were sent in. And we start with Steel City Mafia. Steel City's driver is Womp Dog, 895. So down the track he goes. And all the seconds will probably be 2 point something another. In this case, 2.4230. Here's his second attempt down the left-hand side. Wanting to beat a 4.320. As we close in, and we have 5.364. So his time is 2.4230. Next up, Oregon Outcast. Raging Ricky is driving. Down the track he goes, and we'll take a look at this. Going to have a 2.3416. 2.3416. Here's his second run. And we're going to have a 3.424. So his time, 3.416, is faster. Next up, Dutch Clutch Racing. Dutch Vandershift. Here he goes down the right-hand side. Looking like the right hand might be faster at the moment. Here's a 2.3757 and his left-hand run. 2.3747. So he's faster down the left-hand side. He goes in. Here's Puff's Racing. Of course, Puff is driven by Puff. He's down the right-hand side. Here we go. Puff's going to have a 2.3575. And down the left hand he goes. Can he beat a 3.575? He does not. 4.550. So he goes into the mix here. Here's Hot Wheels Collection, my Hot Wheels Collection. Kev Blokey down the right-hand side. And he's going to have a 2.3424 down the left-hand side. 2.3910. So he goes in with his 3.424. If you notice, there's been no sound. And it's because I had something else on the television beside what I wanted, which was some music. So here we go. Next is R&R Racing with Rhett. Rhett's down the right-hand side. And he's going to pull a 2.676. Good time for Rhett down the left-hand side now. That so far is the fastest time. Let's see if he beat it. No, 3427. So R&R at Rhett Racing, 2776. Next up, Triple Cross Racing. At the wheel, whosoever will. Down he goes. Right-hand side. He's going to make a 2.4558. So he's got to beat a 4558 down the left-hand side. And he's going to make a 4558. Oh, the same time. So he's inserted. Next up, Mischievous Racing. Lazy A at the wheel. Lazy A. He goes down the right-hand side. Let's see how lazy is he. He pulls a 2.3429. So 3429. Let's see down the left-hand side. He is going to pull a 3910. So he's going in about midway right now. Next up, Diecast Race Team 3K. Sam Hall is at the wheel down the right-hand side. Looks like he's hauling. Let's see what he's got. He's got a 2.2932. That's a good time. Down the left-hand side, see if he can beat a 2932. And he does not, but his first time is going to put him in second place. Next up, R&R Racing Riker. Riker at the wheel, down the right-hand side. He's driving this Camaro. Let's see what he gets. 2.3904. So can he beat a 3904 down the left-hand side? And he does not. So his time goes in. Next up, Big Poppy Racing with Big Poppy at the wheel. He's got the Mustang. Here's one of the first ones with the FTE wheels. Let's see how they serve. He's going to get a 2.2616. 2616 for Big Poppy. Down the left-hand side, can he beat that? No, he does not. 2935. So Big Poppy goes in at the top right now. That's not a regular sight. Next up, Rez Wheels. And Rez will be at the wheel. He's on the right-hand side, goes down the right-hand side, and let's see what he gets. He's going to pull a 3581. 2.3581. Let's see the left-hand side serves him any better than a 3581. It will not. 4072. So Rez goes in about the midway here. Here's Numbskull Racing with the Numbskull at the wheel. Numbskull's been a guy that's been with us a long time. We really appreciate him racing with us each year. And we're going to have a 3100. So 3100 down the left-hand side. He's going to make a 3596. So Numbskull currently in fourth. And here is E67 Diecast Racing Team. Papa E at the wheel down the right-hand side. And he's going to run a 2.4232. So he's got to be at a 4232 down the left-hand side. And he is not. And so his 4232 is going to bring him in here. Here's Uncle Elvis Racing. Uncle Elvis at the wheel. Thank you. Thank you very much. Down the right-hand side, here he goes. And he's going to have a 2.3423 down the left-hand side. Uncle Elvis is going to pull a 3263. So he's going to go in there about midway of the group. Here's Mrs. BFG. She got her Halloween Camaro down the way she goes. The BFG team's really done well. 2.3268. So 3268. Let's see if she can beat it down the left-hand side. And she is going to have a 3261. So that'll be good enough to put her in fifth at the moment. Here's Captain K with Captain K at the wheel down the right-hand side. Thank him very much for the racing he does with us. We've got a 3251. And I want to do this for everybody, guys. Thank them so much for participating. And this time he's going to have a 3263. So his 51's going to put him in there. Oh, look, it's fourth or fifth. Here's Mr. BFG, Mr. BFG. He's in one of those Mustangs with the FTEs. Down they come. And he's got a 2787. Pretty decent time. Let's see if he can beat the left here. A 2787 is what he's got to beat. And he will not. So his 2787 is going to put him in. Here's Mini BFG, another Mustang FTE. They must have had a passel of those. Down the right-hand side, Mini goes, and he's got a 2787. Oh, that's really close to the other, if not the exact same. And see what he wins over. He gets over here. 2935. So his 2787 is going to tie Pop. Put him in third. Here's Umi Rai racing with Kai at the wheel. Kai goes down the right-hand side. He's done really well in the first time to race with us. 5034. So can he beat a 5034 down the left-hand side? 7773. So his 5034 goes in. Here's Miss Mini BFG. And she's racing here with a Camaro. It's green though. Down the right-hand side. 4228. Left-hand side, can she beat the 4228? You don't know. Let's take a look. 4074 it does. So her 4074 puts her in just under Riker. Here's Umi Rai racing with Jason. In we go. And here's Jason's first shot down the right-hand side. 2943. And down the left-hand side. Got to beat a 2943, does he? He does. Yes, he's got a 32. So here's a look from slowest to fastest times along with the points. Points will be on the left-hand side. Can't believe Big Poppy won an event. I think out of all the years of my racing, this is twice. So let's take a look at the overall standings. But first, a message. Hey guys, Big Poppy here. Before I give you the results of the 24 Rippin' Race, I want to tell everybody thank you for all the time that we've had together. I thank you for following and for watching, for racing. This will be the last event. Life turns and things come and go, and it's just time for me to move on. There's a lot of young guys making a lot better videos than I am. And I appreciate all the interest. I appreciate all the people that have raced with me over the past 5 years. And you guys know where I live. You got my address if there's anything I can do. Again, thank you so much for your following, your subscribing, and your entries for racing. I should have them to you before Christmas, the cars for the winners. God bless you all. Take care. So here we go, from the bottom to the top. Everybody scored points this year. Sometimes that does not happen, but they did this year. So as we move up, Hot Wheels Collection, there's Uncle Elvis, and Diecast Race Team 3K. Move on up a little more. There's R&R Rhett Racing. Big Poppy finished with 100. There's Umi Kai with 115. And here's the winner. Captain K, Miss Mini BFG, Mr. BFG, Mini BFG, and Umi Rai Racing, Jason. Congratulations, Jason. Guys, thanks so much for the support. God bless. It's been fun.
This is a Big Poppy Racing production.